Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Start out with the nominations for president of the council.
I'd like to be considered president of the council. I've been on for 2 years. I've been very devoted to council and doing everything I can, and I think I would be a good person for the job.
Anybody else?
I'll nominate Laura.
Anybody else? All right, so now we vote on it. Huh? Do I have a second on yours?
Second on Lizzie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, do I have a second for Laura?
I'll second Laura.
All right. Now we'll vote. How do we do that? Bigger?
You do it however you want.
I would.
On paper?
On paper.
We got a little paper?
Paper.
So you have to do it separately.
Yeah.
We can use these, can't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just gonna do
You just write down which one you want.
Yeah.
I just hold it there. There's only one on there. There's only one.
All right. Laura's got it. We'll do it.
What was the,
4-2. Okay, the public participation, we've got Zach Asher.
That's me. So I'm with the baseball league. I think most of you guys know that. I just wanted to come down and get kind of where we're at, where we're going kind of thing, where we can all stay involved. The concession stand was completed. I think everybody's probably seen that. If not, you should go check it out. It's pretty phenomenal, I think.
That looks really good.
So our next task that we're in the middle of working on right now is we're going to redo the dugouts on the Big Diamond and the Creek Diamond. We're putting new concrete in, we're going to put new dugouts all the way around both of them. And we're also putting in 2 70-foot batting cages. So that's our next venture that we're in the middle of trying to get going right now. I mean, anything, if you guys know anything, you want to ask any questions, if you need anything, let us know. We're doing everything we can. If you've got ideas, we're definitely open. And then our next big thing we're already starting to work on too, and I'm gonna turn the floor over to Dan for that. So if you guys have any questions about the concrete work or anything going on there, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna turn it over to Dan and let him talk about our next big venture.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so I think we're all aware that 250 years, we're going to have Independence Day this year. It falls on a Saturday, the 4th. The Ball League would like to kind of spearhead having a 4th of July celebration. I've reached out to Rawlings Fireworks. We can't afford doing it on the 4th. They can't even do it on the 4th to begin with. It's an astronomical number, but if we do it the weekend before or the weekend after, we can afford that with donations and whatnot. And I think it's definitely doable, but we cannot, as a league, do it the weekend prior to the 4th. We have our end-of-season tournaments. That's both Saturday and Sunday. It's just not doable for us. But, so we're looking at July 11th, Saturday, of holding a 4th of July event here in Camden. We were thinking about like events-wise. Of course, we need your all's blessing to do it. We're gonna need some help too from probably PD.
Can we say something?
Yes, ma'am.
As chairman of the Parks and Recreation, there have been a few of us that have already, Lizzie especially, about having a fireworks display to give back to the community.
Yeah.
So I think that the committee would like to work collaboratively with you guys.
That'd be great. That'd be fantastic.
Maybe get the backing of council and
Yeah.
maybe we could have a meeting and you guys could meet with us.
Absolutely.
That would
Absolutely.
be great.
Along with that, the state has given out grants to all the counties. So the grant money that Preble County got went to the Historical Society.
Okay.
So the Historical Society started this fall soliciting all the businesses in the county. We probably received something here at the village about if we wanted to participate, because they're gonna do it out of the historical farm.
Yeah.
So-
And we've spoke with them about when they're gonna have theirs, because we don't want to step on their toes. Theirs is the weekend prior to the 4th. So by us doing the weekend after the 4th, we don't step on anybody's toes that I'm aware of,
Local.
yeah, that I'm aware of, but I know what you're saying, but it's 250 years and that's only gonna happen once in our lifetime. So I think the more the merrier,
No, I agree, but I wanted to just throw that out there
Okay.
because, I don't know if any of the local businesses, so if you knock on, all I'm doing is kind of giving you a heads up, if you knock on doors
Yeah.
and you get the door slammed
somebody
shut,
might be already tapped out.
they may have already beat you to the punch.
Yeah.
At that point. That's all I'm doing, is just,
Totally.
hey, here's an FYI.
Totally. But
Do you
I
have a
won't take no for
location?
anything.
Do you have a location of where you're wanting to set off the fireworks?
So we've been in talks with a few people, and we've got the blessing through the school that we can use school property, but we've also, to entice the school to allow it to happen, is using Cottingham's property, where the barn sits in the alley, there's the field that's out there towards 127, using that as a location. I haven't talked to Todd or James about it. I think they probably caught wind by now, but we want to get their blessing, definitely. I mean, they might have props on, I don't know. But we're all just talking right now. We got nothing set in stone. Just events that I think we could entertain is kind of mirroring off of what the Black Walnut Festival has, the car show. We can do a parade. I know us as the league, we were thinking about having an adult softball tournament that day, kind of like Connorsville. If anybody's been to Connorsville, 4th of July, kind of do it like that, kind of set up, have vendors, food, kickball for the kids, stuff like that. But we'll work with your all's committee, bounce ideas off each other. If we can help you, you help us. I mean, it'll take a community to make this happen. So I don't know who is involved with the Black Walnut Festival anymore. It used to be its own, but I don't know if it is or not.
It's Camden coming back.
Can we come back? Okay.
Make sure you keep, the fire department.
Yeah.
They can't come back to
So
us.
it's, they just switch people.
Yeah, okay.
It's still there.
So is that like a nonprofit as well, or, okay. Do you know who heads up that organization?
I used to, but I have to ask my wife,
Okay,
and I'll get back with you.
okay.
Because I'm not sure which one of the ladies.
Would you mind, who did you say the committee was?
So I'm the chairman.
Okay.
And it would be Lizzie and your dad.
Okay, all right. We relate to them and then they relate to us.
Perfect.
Okay, all right. But yeah, I mean, in my mind, we could start this as an annual event. We could, bring a lot of, traffic into Camden, and I mean, I've said for years that Camden's the diamond in the rough. It just needs to be polished a little bit. And I think it could really, our league is starting to grow. We're starting to do bigger things down there. I think, with working with Camden and the school's been great with us, so we just want to keep it rolling, keep the progress happening, so.
Just get with the fire.
Yeah.
Make sure. And they may want to do water ball that day.
Okay, yeah.
We're just wanting to get approvals before we start going to all those meetings.
Right.
Exactly. Don't want to open a can.
We're definitely gonna go to them, the police department, I mean, everybody's gonna be on to them, we have to have everybody's permission,
Yeah.
but we want approvals before we start going and asking people other stuff.
So on terms of like Camden PD, like to have some kind of presence, would that have to be approved through the committee or just speak to?
That man right there,
We-
We'll work through it.
Okay, great. That'd be wonderful. Yeah, anybody have any questions?
No, but I'd like to help outside. I know we've done a lot of things over the last few years with the baseball stuff, so if there's anything that I can do to help, I'd love to help you guys.
You know what your job is?
I know
I'm still waiting on that.
I got you.
Jimmy, I just want to put it out for the record so Chad can't back out on it. I'm also trying to get lights put in on the big diamond, and somebody volunteered some time for that.
I will help you out. Make sure there's nothing underground and we'll get it figured out.
That's on record now.
That's right.
Let me know what I can do to help.
Thank you.
You.
Thanks, guys.
All right, now I need to go to executive session.
I make a motion to go into executive session to discuss possible employment and also discipline and employee.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Chad,
Yes.
Lizzie,
Yes.
Becky,
Yes.
Laura, yes, Jeff,
Yes.
Dan.
Yes.
Who got me this one?
I'm back. Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect timing on shoes.
In the meantime, we need to enclose it, to make it last long as possible.
Hey, how's it going, bud? Good. I haven't seen you out and about in a while.
What is it? That ain't what I meant. You know what I meant.
I know what you meant, that's not what you said.
You said the vendors. I typed it.
See?
It's on record.
She's probably thinking what we're talking about here, aren't you?
No, no, about that.
And right, technically, edge of that little sample shack, that gives us plenty of room.
No, it's the only bank room, we got enough room in there, we could even put this out in that. Bill Shapers.
You could, probably in the back, because there's plenty of room in the
Right in
back.
the corners.
I mean, that tarp hangs over the end of the bar, 4 feet or so, maybe more. I'm sure.
Leave it open?
Well, I think you did.
No, close to the small garage door.
The problem is they can't empty the dumpster, and stuff freezes up. So
Freezing it back, freezing it. I'm sure.
they leave 3 different Mondays down there, and finally got it out when it doesn't.
That's like, that's like.
I learned, you have to make sure the gate's open, and make sure that's open. So you get
But
there.
then when you come down there, you find where we're running, like, and then it'll be that, and let it last
As long as we can. Because the last time it tripped south, they kind of got me home.
It doesn't matter.
The chain all piled up at the top. And then it hung up on the adjustment for the motor. Yeah. We already got time getting it back together. I take that great big giant torch and fall it out. I thought
I've never seen it.
So if he gave it to somebody, then it wasn't
sure we got it back together. Get off that adjustment bolt. And then let it go. And then I had to climb inside there and stand on it.
They don't want his people know me, so.
You have to get down in there to get it all, because it's way up here when we lifted it up.
By the time we let it down, it's way over here. So I was dancing over top of it.
Dude, is that the accounts actually probably Tyler saw it today?
Everybody's
Give you a day or something.
Yeah.
She hasn't transferred it over.
Brought up the milestone last night.
They were still, they were still like that.
No, she never transferred
Arm
it.
and all that.
So it's
There's two.
It's not in our bank account.
That was had to put filter screen up here in ours, you know what I mean? Not too much. Our bank is sewer system.
Pretty much all good.
I said, we're good now. I said, but for a while when I started up, it was a problem.
Yeah. Let's see it in 1 centigrade. Not very.
Last time I saw her was last meeting she was at. Yeah.
Zach said.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
Her husband's got some issues. Oh, has he?
So we have to.
It's what it is. No, they don't have, but probably they could ask you.
Yeah. She didn't want to.
You know what I mean? Like I said, but we can't. We literally can't.
Okay, I just wondered. I've seen it. Whatever.
I know exactly what you're saying.
They have that.
Have you?
Seriously, I mean, we're going to get that much work.
Telling her the reason why I wasn't in the news, I was like, that you have to shop that day.
Just a sticker shot too, so I told him we
And
do
late
this. Like, that's
to
fine.
that last meeting because they have
And the people that we got doing it.
something on it. Well, you know, but from 5 to 7, or from 5 to 8 on Thursday nights, and maybe somebody goes
But
over
then-
there. Yeah, she had.
Or no, early Saturday, you guys about 10.
Yeah.
Something originally, it was 10 off. When you were texting me, we were already.
Messenger,
That's broken.
We were already on, gonna come to us.
Snap my fingers and then.
I'm very crucial.
We don't even know the English.
It was like a 3.5 hours. Where they at?
Yeah, I know.
So that trip's only the first time. The first time. Solution was stick a tape on top.
Yeah. My voice text, whatever, I don't know why it's not working on my phone, so I'm very short when I text.
well, the girl's mom got pissed
Used to
off.
be able to just talk in my phone, it's in.
No, but she got pissed off because her sister.
said it could be used for a couple of generators.
So what's his timeline?
Stuff we already talked about.
Well, you got a generator. Yeah, just get one out. It's already
Just on the big, big,
You make good. There's sure there's a packet from the county.
and the pad.
Some
He
of
said
it you can use for
it starts to teeter when you get to the pad.
infrastructure,
Because in
critical
creek down
infrastructure, some of
in
those
May
use
or
for water,
May,
wastewater.
or before it was dashed. He didn't say this year, he said before it was dashed.
He didn't tell me that, so.
That was when,
Me too.
that was when he was down.
Me too, he didn't tell me that part.
Hopefully, well,
if it would help speed the process up, if we really.
never know. I have no reservation.
Let's put him, we have to put some work into it, like, he can't take away the wood portion of it, you don't want to run the landfill. He said he would get rid of the block, because he can't,
Every now on.
if you ever notice, get rid of concrete, so the can't take all
Said
the
operators no longer have.
all the block, anything.
Every Friday, he's taking every
He
Friday.
said they crush less than a holiday, recycle
We don't have to do daily. but we just have to
I didn't do
check
that.
it.
I would
Check it.
save a little bit of money on my,
It'll usually
my
say the
business.
liquors right away, so. I'm picking up stuff on Facebook.
We had a heat.
I thought we was gonna melt it.
I know. We did a little bit. It did shrivel up somewhat. It was lengthy.
Yeah, I think we took it out to a
Just like
I don't know where you're going on, man. I think that's what I remember you saying.
We thought.
I know we have.
Oh, yeah,
We're in
they.
good. We're in
She didn't
good.
say I did.
Oh,
Oh, no, I didn't know.
The switch has been active.
I just got shot.
Two down.
No, we ain't doing so much money to try
They were all in bleachers.
Once in a
They're all
while.
gone. I don't know where the hell they went. I don't know if they want one of them. Because they're, the soccer fields they already have them, the baseball field, they don't even have any, period. There's like one set now. And the rest are all gone. There was a whole set, I went when the city building and I asked them about it, I said, hey, we have to do it. And he said, you're gonna go to the city building. Went there and I told him, you're for looked at me like I was the other statue down here.
We'll put it.
Jump down on that.
Don't fall off.
You'd be surprised what other towns call Camden.
So I never did.
I've heard of told that I don't care several counties, and I'm like, dude, you can't, tell me you can't. It should be that all. It really has. Everywhere is kind of plus.
I fish on music.
Well, see, that's gonna change too. Sometimes, but you hire someone that you can't.
Until he
You
gave me.
swear that.
She gave me some.
And then,
They shouldn't
go before council.
every 2 or 3 hours instead of
You should.
6.
Go
Yeah.
before
I have
council.
to.
They
I
decide.
just cough for
Well, then,
I cough a lot.
just remember.
This is what I remember. That's why I started talking. That's been a good thing. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Soon, you're gonna be for a living.
Well, he hired us. So now he's got himself in 2
And then she didn't swap me either, so. Well, the other one, shot, I said, no, absolutely not. Yeah, she didn't even. She didn't even look good. Is it the time it was like,
Well, I don't know, but from
years ago, my mom took me to her specialist office, and anytime you get home, it's like the machine, and then cost.
She don't know if you put that.
so that's all it is. There's some wrong with that.
That's.
And you gotta get those last.
You're the one that I haven't seen in a few weeks. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know.
That makes me feel so much better. It was creepy. Yeah.
People listen to that.
Coming out of me. Yeah. Mom said everybody's sick now. The brother was sick. And, I was in the office or anything like that, but when I went at Christmas, when I went in there one day, and I said, I'm sick. He said, I didn't give it to you.
I said, yeah.
They do it all the time.
I said, I wanted to work.
Giving it to every black
But I got her back. I said, I'm not going to what you're doing. Drive to put my time. She was like, no, it's not. She runs back here and turns it on. Nothing. I said,
I'm not saying, but
she said she had a I got she got a string. And then I can't drive it to newer Ford. It's didn't work at all. And she was like, in the morning you can see she said that. To fix that. I said, it ain't his money, it's taxpayer money. So what the city she was not laughing at it. She said, have a good day. See you.
You get that weird haze on it?
I checked all the flags, make sure they were legit.
That's what they
Not good. First up, not as bad, so I always fault that.
they'll find a little time to say before you break your roll stop sign.
Got to go.
I want to hit LED bulbs. The other side of the side. She says, well, this being an old truck and all,
And I put seal over it.
But they're growing
Yeah, it works.
Just that was
It works.
I love this.
If it didn't have a hole in it, it would
She cuts her own, she cuts it too.
friend of mine, he works on like, don't leave it in there, you know, just run it through it.
Nobody can do it right anyway, so. Really? I don't have that.
He said, run it through it, so run it
One
through
time I
it.
was
You
doing
got
like
the
bangs.
Dodge Dash.
And I should be, she was.
My truck's actually
Dude,
clean.
mine is, you've seen my beater with a heater, right? Without the heater, it's got half a heater, and half the cat works. I could do a heater for without taking
If I put those fuel pumps, except for the doors, instead of the truck, instead of dropping the tank and pulling it in.
If I ever had a fuel pump issue, that's the way I'm doing it.
Pull it in, put it in.
Because I did provide a service with
My truck's actually in good shape.
They didn't listen.
Weird.
That was people.
Mine was,
When I used to go to the St. John's.
I'm pretty sure if I came out of Canada.
That's
why they're
And this thing is set. It only had 43,000 miles on it.
Next time you come in.
I'm like running through Canada jokes, you know, but.
So we went in. I said,
Mike and I Canada too, so I guess.
I'm wanting if you don't want it, that's what you think you want, we'll do it, so he did. And you know how they sit in the chair, give you the chair and then twirl you around. I looked at it, I guess he should send a look on my face, and he said, you'll be
It's not me serious, serious. Yeah.
used to get 2 cars a year, but it was.
Well, then I'm gonna-
Yeah, it was up there, like,
So you had to live through it.
oh, horrible.
When I never had to look at it. I just knew it was in there.
You tried to tell me about it.
Things worthless, it's open the whole thing.
I started thinking, apparently they bought one. Because I'm
Surprising didn't feel like emergency roadside kid with snow shovelers
I
on
won't
the
do that. I go, why? I said, it's so pretty, because it's she has a different complexion,
Bacon.
and it won't look right on you, I'm not doing that.
For where it's just looking, you guys.
There's no way.
And then, yeah, he said, well, I don't know you were here, but I said, I would only go a month, I would not go.
There's no way I want to live up there.
I don't want to
That
live
weather, man, I couldn't walk around.
Really?
I got some.
Oh my goodness. I never pictured that.
They'll be.
You will.
Because she's got a picture of her dad.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's
I thought I heard a door.
I heard the door, but they're all still sitting in there.
Oh, yeah, I look back at one of the old directory things that they did. Can't remember.
There was a, my.
Well, mine was blonde when I was young. When I was a kid, it was blonde.
She's in the schedule it.
People are just wanted to get in.
It's okay.
It's the first time I ever was mine for anything. I decided to go to consignment shops. It was a church district, and his mom, and that was the first time I'd ever been around her. She's a hoot. She doesn't care. She's a
In your house.
So that's under the Catholic.
I can find that too.
If they're outside their home, it's easy to get in. That's considered.
Well, I know, I have to, this is gonna be a long meeting.
If they come in my house and shoot them.
I was sitting down there on the board, I'll come in and my.
It's gonna take the house.
You know, I always hate that next gate.
Yeah.
I got like my headlights coming down my driveway, and when it's at the gate.
McKinley, that guy with all the trucks and tires.
Freaking
Like him. He ain't gonna like me. I wrote him a letter 2 weeks ago, told him to get all those tires.
When they hit the lottery, that power out there, it's the quarter-mile out there.
So I'll get you.
Mine was little.
I could.
Mine's on a pole, mine's a pole woman.
Did you see they put that pole back in?
On the ground, like, hey, it's light right there. Semi-battery.
I'm gonna scratch it.
Random batteries.
Yes,
Yeah,
that,
so I was at lunch.
but only 2 years.
So he called over lunch and started running down like the sanitary. So I said, the sanitary worker. I'm like, you should be fine.
Well, I got it.
We only go any further
I
than that.
got it.
Yeah, get your lunch at lunch.
Did they already do their job?
Yeah, it should be all
Should be
good.
done.
So I seen the sheet.
They hooked the other pole back up, the one that was out of the wall, so the wire was rolled up where we pulled up.
I don't know about that. I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
But that was the power ring, I guess.
Those like a magnet.
Yeah, one jumps from the other.
I
I know they got that, but I don't know.
They're
Supposed to do that one on McKinley that you jerk around and.
I don't know if you guys want it, freaking guys. I don't know if you know
There's
about
two
it.
of those, McKinley, small and stuff.
Yeah, it's really sad.
That big old dead pine tree in Darling Dustin's yard.
The dude that lived out there lived out there for 14 years. And he lived in the barn and let his dog
Used to go
live
back
there.
porch and eat. And,
Yeah.
he was sitting there.
So the dude was off the rock.
He was telling me how
And
he
he's
was
an alcoholic. He's drinking a walk his dad.
So you gotta walk through.
Dude, they're everywhere. And there's a tack room in the barn. That he stayed put walking his best life. And Yeah, there was 6 inches of dough before. We couldn't even open the front door for days. But anyway, we did. And a lot of stuff.
I do too.
But,
I do too.
the dudes would let anybody go out there. Like, if you brought him beer, he let you go there.
Now I'm coming. He ain't listening to this.
They're coming now.
There you go. You are misbehaving, aren't you?
coming, but never mind.
And,
No.
I don't know if you heard a while back.
Oh, he just come.
And
Yeah.
probably
It's getting interesting.
4 years ago.
Chief, it's getting interesting.
Is it about him?
Huh?
I don't think so. I think it's a hire, new hire
What's her thing?
for a police officer.
For executive session? Executive. For a contract, what's the hire?
That's a hire.
She said does.
I'm thinking
I would imagine.
I'm not interested.
Yeah.
One is a higher and one is a discipline. What
Do you ever hear about a girl that
discipline, promotion, emotion,
Yeah,
compensation.
you know, we can't.
What? That's not correct.
No, that was last year. Yeah, that was
That little thing I used to
Flood
always
Road
read?
or Lower Grass Road. Yeah. This is a different lady, a different
Who did?
girl. Her name was Cicely Cornett.
We did it when she.
They were close to each other. And the Earl was not far apart.
4 years ago this happened. The lady, we had trail cameras at the house before we moved out there. This is before we had keys.
Sit back.
And, we had
It's
our
one of
trail
those things,
cameras.
everybody, like it's a good thing, everybody
Yeah,
knows
running down our
everybody,
drive.
but the bad thing is everybody knows everybody.
So, pro cashier, I wanted to know why she was out there. And we finally got a hold of her. She said she was out there looking for her dog that got loose, which she lived nowhere around there. Then we had her trespass on the property. The next day, the following day,
Something like
this
I don't mind being
girl's
involved, just being on that second
fiance's
It's
sister got a hold of this on Facebook. We put her picture on Facebook. And she says, hey, whatever she told you, she ain't nothing but trouble. And the drug use whatever. So we just passed it off as, hopefully we never see her again. 1 year later, my cousin's asking me, he's like, oh, you hear about what happened to me? And he's like, that girl that was around you, she got me dead. And I was 55 years old. And I'm like, crap. They found her in a drug house. And the dude that the chick's mom knew where she was at, and they called the police to do a welfare check. So they go in and knock on the door. So they asked him, Cicely here? And he's like, yeah, hang on. And he shuts the door, and they're constantly attention, they're watching the back too. He runs out the back door, grabs the 65 on the drum, and he's trying to hoof it over the fence to throw it into the neighbor's yard. And she's and had him yeah. But after all that happened, we took her gate up and we're like, slow down. I got a wife and 2 kids, you know, and I ain't home a lot, so.
the gay market.
We got people back there.
He gets all lit, man, he gets on that phone.
You know, hey, so-and-so still around, you know, and you could tell they weren't all there.
Let's go. I mean, our house is about 5 years before we moved into it. My mom's got another place where we moved for us. You can have the deer go to the grass. I think you'd be better off potentially selling there's 2 or 3 parcels.
I agree. The house is not bad.
Be good.
Fucking bulldozers and shit.
They got her cleaned out.
You can see down through the field now.
You mean they don't want to keep the snake house?
No, I think he's probably
I could have, I might have started with the contract.
Yeah.
I
I did quite a bit there.
ain't had no damn.
3 or 4 sheds. God, me and my brother did that one. I told you, Coon did that one when I was mowing out. We did that. That was years. Yeah, I'm on that wall here. I went up there, and I looked over that fucking Coon's getting
No.
There's a problem here.
Oh, I got the motors up here too.
I would have thought she would have her.
Sometimes we go in there and then we got 4 mowers.
I'll get a deal on your mind.
Public
That's crazy.
All up for $700 on marketplace. That's what I'm buying. I saw you out there buying motors.
They buy their stuff.
Last time I was gonna buy some,
I know why. It's a lot cheaper. Everything in Dayton's a whole lot
they talk about it.
Track actually being the same as Hall Brothers. Whatever mower you got, they got the shear on the side. Chops them up, puts it in the layout. It's 44 bushel. Price on the truck.
They got me working.
Middle
That's what I'm saying.
And we're talking.
Two people on the other side. Me on first, my side.
No.
They told me I need to clock out. Sit around now.
Have you ever seen pictures of her hair? Before we did?
Because I was trying to do the.
It's beautiful.
Yes. To do a cert for the 2026.
Planter pot. The neighbor.
And he said that too.
That's where the dog.
Told me after New Year's, he said, "I got a good blow job." Kelly before he left.
That's black.
Get some.
There's only.
Some others in there.
handful.
Did you ever hear the, do you guys ever
That's
heard
what
of
I
Thousand
mean,
Market?
it's just a small.
Well, I mean,
There's a guy that used to come in there, that's where he bought everything. That's where he bought the street area. And,
I'm afraid to put this in
street
shred.
market out there by
Be
me.
shredding my fingers off.
but they called him Dirty Tom. That was his nickname, because he stank. You know, too fast.
Say, was that you?
He died. Huh?
Did you have to get trouble again?
Wasn't me.
He
No,
died.
it's probably you.
Wasn't me this time.
Which one of you guys out?
Well, I don't think
Did you get your free?
Yeah, they were all,
the other
they
day?
were like wild tiger
Oh,
on.
that's kidding.
Oh, God, you did scare me to death. I don't remember
You
now.
guys was out at the truck, Danny.
And that was where he tried to go to the house. The dude loved it.
Oh, my God, it scared me to death.
And
Kids every time. He was
Little more
he was
chair
reaching in
went out
there
there,
for a
said,
seat
"You
belt.
want
I think
something?"
I
Well,
remember what it was. He
take
said,
it.
I had a hold of it.
Well, that is what it was.
Back
That
now.
old suit, yeah, he was trying to get that old seat belt out from the back end
I
of
told
the.
her, it's like,
Come in there.
was
We
it,
did.
was it in your truck?
No.
It was in Courtney's truck, that old, the old heavy truck.
Yeah, those trucks, I think it's the last pair of
One
the-
up the barn, he tried, but they
That one
had,
drops bad.
I mean, you had
Oh, maybe do that
a
too.
loose cannon
Told him,
and
but I was gonna ask him, he come over, he's like,
Finally got.
that was where the bed was.
That's a good one.
The bed was sitting right in front of the window, so I was black. My mother-in-law,
Oh, yeah.
before we were about to house, she went out there with my father-in-law and mother-in-law.
Whatever street you're on, show you that.
Everybody
She
wake
walked
up.
in the house and she's like,
Oh,
how did this dirt get in here? And I'm like, that ain't dirt. It was like
Yeah, we were going somewhere in that old red truck, I think that Richmond, and he was trying to get the seat belt, because it was stuck back in the back, I guess, he was trying to pull it out.
He said he had a hold of it until I dig that.
Just get your ratchet strap on the side of the.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
Was it one of those
But
ones that
when we went out there,
Oh,
the
yeah.
first time we ever looked at
It goes down between the seats.
Yeah, yeah.
It got listed online.
I told him, I said,
It
mine
was
is so tight, I hate this,
Yeah,
it's
so
so
what?
crying out
We're
of
gonna
the
go
neck.
look at it. So we drove down the driveway and said that they
Really,
drove and said there was a house and two barns.
I
We
think
drove
that's
back
why years
there,
ago people
and I
didn't
mean,
want to
it's
wear
like,
seatbelts.
exactly, went down the driveway, saw it. And we get back there, and there's nowhere to turn around. And all we see is two barns. We didn't see
That's
the
what we did
house.
that day.
So I told the wife,
When we
this
first
has got to
met,
be wrong.
that was
There is no
Christmas
house
of
up here.
'88.
And we're like, trying to do that.
That truck
off the
was
towers,
his
you know,
truck.
we're getting out of there.
And,
And I'm backing up.
We were going to
She's
Richmond.
looking out the back window,
And
and she's like, I think I
all
see
these
shingles.
back roads.
And
And I
it
told her, I
was
said, "Look,
spring.
you could let me out of this truck right now, I'd never find my way back to Camden.
I see shingles too, so
Oh.
I walked back his permit path that he had, and it was like literally duck, and it
I
was
shouldn't have said
path
that,
up
because it
through.
might have given her an idea.
Walk up, and boom, there's Big John's house.
I don't know what she thought about me at that point.
But everybody thought we
I don't
were nuts.
remember her.
My grandpa,
Don't remember her?
he was a house flipper before it was cool.
Now it's,
He went for some leases, and he's like,
Yeah,
"Look at this
Nancy's
place,
mom,
man."
yeah.
It's all whatever. And he's like, "And he's a 5-gallon can of diesel if you want."
I can harass you. I can outrun you.
I think you might.
Or funny.
We did it right.
Sometimes ever.
You'll be asking for too. I make a motion that you come out of executive session.
I'll second it. Roll call.
Chad.
Yes.
Yes.
Becky. Yes. Laura. Yes. Sal.
Yes.
Ann.
Yes.
All right, we're back to the meeting. Matthew?
All right. We good?
Yeah.
Welcome, Dan, Becky, Chad, the rest of you, good to see you again. So I have 2 full-time openings with the police department. And I want to hire, I have 2 candidates. One of them has worked here, part-time employee, Jonathan Farthing. The 24th of this month will be 6 years he's been employed with us. The other employee is, potential employee is Vanessa Ely, 12-year veteran. They've both been through the background, drug screening, so on and so forth. They're qualified for the job. I want to hire them full-time with a start date of January 24th, 2026 at $25 an hour. They'll receive a 3% increase after their probation with positive reviews from supervision. These spots are vacant from where Michael Powers went to Lewisburg and the November departure of James Cagg.
So basically, we're just replacing 2 employees.
We're replacing 2 employees. I do ask to transfer 6 weeks of sick time for Vanessa.
I'll make a motion that we hire Jonathan and Vanessa.
I second that.
Discussion? Roll call?
Chad,
Yes.
Lizzie,
Yes.
Becky,
Yes.
Laura,
Yes. Jeff?
Yes.
Dan.
Yes.
Thank you. Hard.
Okay, thank you guys. So, do you have anything else for me?
Just tell them to get out there on the streets.
Go to work.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Old business. 250 celebration.
Well, I think
Was that?
I had that put on there because I wanted to explain about the money that the county, or that the Historical Society get
You
received.
got, okay.
So that way, everybody's aware that, you know, the money from the state and the counties is gone for the most part,
Okay.
to moving forward. And then the like the workout equipment for the trail, did we ever find out? You talked about we need to get with the insurance to find out if someone got hurt using the workout equipment.
What kind of workout equipment were we talking about getting?
I think they want to, it's like
Something like
it's like
that?
a chin-up bar. It's nothing that moves, it's all stationary. You see it along walking paths, so Camden Comeback was gonna donate 3 pieces of equipment to have on there.
I honestly don't think it'd be any different than the kids' playground.
That's what I'm thinking.
We just need to make sure that the walking path is added to the insurance policy.
And to,
That's fine, because I was asked about that, because they've got the money sitting there waiting to buy the equipment.
so once we get the equipment set up, need to know when you're gonna set it up, when we get it, so we can add it to our insurance.
I've got one business.
We can also put signs up that say, you know,
Yeah.
the village is not liable for
Yeah.
it. But I would get instructions from the insurance
If
company.
you fall and break your arm, it's fine.
Well, and with that, we probably just need to add that to where you guys put those signs, but, you know, maybe get signs to put there that says not responsible, because somebody's gonna twist an ankle, so
Not responsible for
any accidents or injuries.
And Rusty and I had talked about putting a sign out when the weather's nasty, because they have to do roads first, those are priority. So him and I had discussed putting signs out when he's unable to get to the walking path to, like a warning for the, walk at your own risk, basically, for the insurance. And he said that he just needed your guys' okay.
To be honest, I didn't even know that you guys were gonna do anything with it in the winter.
Yeah, we had to sign a contract.
And I did see,
Yeah, we had to sign a contract with ODOT, so we have to do snow removal and mow grass, trash. Yes.
But in the winter, when it's snowy and icy,
No.
people still walk on it, but we,
the priorities are the streets.
yeah, so we
Streets
had talked
first.
about,
Absolutely.
Debbie Mason had made an image for him, and he said that it was doable to make a sign out of it.
Here it is, if you want to see it.
She created that, it would just be posted in the winter when we can't get around to it.
You know what?
And then she said she can also use that same image to put on, the website and social media, so that it all matches and it's all cohesive.
I work in and out of factories doing maintenance work, so a lot of places will have these It's just a little indicator, and when it turns blue, it's freezing.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
You know, and we could maybe look into that, Rusty, to see what those cost, and maybe, hey, when it's blue, it's closed.
Yeah,
We can do
And
that.
I think a sign saying you're walking at your risk.
Yep, we can do that.
And that should cover, yes, and along with that, do you think we need to put mallard posts?
I'm gonna put some of those, plastic delineators that are on springs.
Okay, so.
I'm just gonna put one in the center at each,
At each,
Yep.
that'd be perfect.
so, yeah.
That'll be
Did
perfect.
you look at anything on solar lighting?
I have not had a chance yet,
Okay.
but I will look into it.
I thought about putting solar lights, like street lights, solar powered along the walking path for people to walk after dark.
well, the parks are closed at dark, so I
Yeah.
feel like the walking path probably should be closed at dark too.
You got different,
You're right by that highway though.
yeah, right by the highway, it's, people's gonna be walking there. Because we don't actually put a chain up and say we're closed. And if we did, they'd just walk over. Probably. Anyway,
People don't read signs anyway, so.
I have old business.
I have a couple more things whenever you guys want to,
okay.
hear me. 541 West Central, we've been to court several times. Last time the court, judge gave me a court order to clean the property. So we took 18 cars out of the backyard. 18 cars out of the backyard, yes.
Okay.
What's left, I got some prices to remove what's left. There's approximately 6 roll-offs full of stuff left. And it's gonna require a lot of work. So I have a price, which was the cheapest one I found, which is just under $14,000 to complete the cleanup. So we'll get our money back. It'll be probably a tax assessment to get it, but I've been fighting with them for years to get this far. I hate to,
Let's move forward.
yeah,
Yeah,
I hate to drop it here. So,
Oh yeah, you went this far and got this much.
Yeah,
That's-
I mean, it's been a battle.
Has he said anything?
has he? Yeah, well, come on. You don't want to hear it anyway.
we have a court order.
I do.
Saying that
I can clean it up.
we can clean it up.
Yes.
We have gotten complaints after complaints.
I've fought him for years.
Complaints.
Yeah.
So yes, just push that pedal
All right.
on the right and keep it.
Next, the backup generator project at the wastewater plant.
Hold on, Rusty.
Let's make a motion.
That should be a motion.
Chad made a motion to pay.
I second it.
$15,000. Lizzie second. Discussion. Roll call.
Chad?
Yes.
Lizzie? Yes. Becky?
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Dan?
No.
Pass.
The backup generator project, it went out for bid. We have a low bidder. They want to start site work in February, next month, hopefully. It's Bushers, they're out of Indiana. Trina, do you have the contract for them to sign? Did you print that off?
Did that come from?
Come from my packet.
Can we do this?
And, just for your info, I don't know if everybody knows, last time we had snow, somebody lost control, ran into Dave up there by Powerhouse and crashed our new truck. I've been working with the insurance company, it's $4,600 damage, so we have it scheduled to go up to Stan's and, Eaton to get repaired. Also, the fence repair where the car went through the fence up here. I've also worked with the insurance company there. And that'll be repaired shortly. That was $1,500 to fix the fence.
The state fence?
Yes. So they won't fix it. It's inside the village limits, it's ours.
What about the fire hydrant?
Fire hydrant's also repaired. Yeah, so that same night, somebody hit Dave. Matt is still doing the report for that. They spun through the parking lot, went through the fence, knocked the rail off of their porch up there, knocked off a fire hydrant here at Cottage in North Main, and went through the fence at the bottom of Hendricks. All within 2 hours. So,
One heck of a night.
yeah,
I seen the minivan that went through that fence because I watched it happen,
yeah.
but they left the scene.
I
I
think
couldn't,
that,
I couldn't catch up to it.
I
Yeah,
think that,
they did come and talk to Matt.
yeah, so, but all that's being addressed.
Well, it's not our insurance, it's their.
Their insurance, correct. Yeah, yeah, their insurance is paid for the truck and the fence. So, yeah.
Both fences.
We fixed the one.
The other fence we fixed, Dave's probably fixed that half a dozen times.
Yeah.
Bottom of Hendricks.
Yeah,
So it wasn't tore up real bad, so we should put it back.
You almost need to put a swing gate there. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Also, just one more thing, the bar screen down at the wastewater plant. Liz was down with me this morning. We're gonna have to put something more permanent over top of that to keep it warm. I mean, it's original to the plant. It's old technology. It's antiquated bad. It's on its last legs. So we need to do whatever we can to make it last, as long as we can make it last. We have a tarp on it right now.
We know what it would cost to replace it.
Oh,
You're talking a couple $100,000.
yeah, $350, because it would be, we got approximate prices once before, but, you know, we probably have to get a grant or some kind of funding to help with it. But for now, if we can just put a shed over it, like a utility shed, it would have to be built there because it has no floor.
Right.
But something to go around, something that we can put some heat in. Because when it gets super cold at night, it builds up on where it dumps. It builds up, then it stops dumping, then it keeps falling back in. And you have to go in every morning with a spud bar and chisel, you know what, for a half an hour to get it cleaned up so it'll work.
Oh, it was awful. It was like kinky.
If it don't shear a pin. So last time the pin didn't shear, the chain piled up at the top. Me and Dave were in there for hours trying to get it to the point where I thought it was done for then. But it still functions, but we need to get something over it so we can put some heat on it for now.
I would like to make a motion that we give Rusty the authority to spend no more than $20,000 to get a custom building, get electric and a heater out there.
We can take
Hopefully
care of
we
the
can
electric and heaters.
Not spend that much if possible.
Yeah, I don't know, like I said, I haven't got any prices as of yet.
Get some prices.
Yeah.
But we need to do something with it to make it last as long as we can make it last, until we can, you know, move forward with something better.
The county also has some, community block grants
Yes.
that are available.
Yeah.
If you write that up, that presentation's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, I have the packet from the county, with those grants and stuff. I think the infrastructure, the critical infrastructure grants we might be able to use for something like that, so, to replace it. So, but for the meantime, we just need to get something so we can keep some heat on it when, like it's gonna be for the next week. So,
Did you bring that with you,
what's that?
the breakdown?
I did not.
Well,
Dan, do you have your copies?
there's nothing,
The
I
copy from the
mean,
county with all the.
you're not gonna have
CDBG
to have a
grant.
shoulder a week.
No, we don't have.
Okay,
Just something to keep it so it'll continue to dump, and so we're not down there working on it continuously.
But, and along with the, grants, we probably, you guys said you'd like to use choice one.
Yes.
Okay,
Remember the resolution.
can you get a hold of them and have them come in and talk to us? Because I know you and Nelson had said you wanted to do the South Liberty for the water infiltration.
Yes, so, not to interrupt you, but on that note, I had a meeting with the company that lines sewer lines, Insight Pipe, I believe it is, last week. So he left me some information, he said he'd be more than happy to come in and talk to you guys. So they'll come in, I forget what the cost was per day, but they'll do, I think, 1,000 feet a day. So they'll come in, they'll jet it, they'll camera it, and they'll give you a report, and they'll give you a cost on what it would cost to line that main.
Right.
So if that's something you guys want, I can have him come in.
I would like to, because I know that'll be pennies on the dollar compared to what it would
Absolutely.
cost if we had to dig those streets out.
Yeah.
Right now,
Liberty and Lafayette, I think right now is probably our worst two.
yeah, Liberty, every time it rains, you get gravel coming out.
Yep.
Well, because I know that was something that you guys said that was your,
Yep.
that was your absolute worst area
Yes.
as far as infiltration.
Yes.
Was right through
So
there.
I can get a hold of him now and show up at a council meeting.
No, this will be the first meeting, or we'll do this?
That's, but what I was getting at was if we can get choice one in here,
Yes.
Okay,
and we'll give them
okay.
the projects that you guys need,
Yep.
they can put together the packets,
Yes.
because when we apply for those grants, that has to be done.
Your chances are far better if you have some engineering to
Right, I mean, it's gonna be money on our end
Yep.
up front
Yep.
to have the engineering done, but to your point, man, is
Yeah.
when we walk in there, you're handing them this packet that's already been engineered out, instead of just.
Yeah, you gotta tell them what you want.
Right.
Yep. And Choice One, they specialize in grants. So if there's grants out there, they're really good at finding them for you.
And that'll kind of segue us into,
Forest and Craig.
Except for the water spring, because they won't do anything interplant.
that's fine.
So that's something that always happen.
And with the generator, the backup generator that's down there now, it's too small to operate the
So
plant.
all it currently runs is our influent pumps and the lights. So
Okay,
the new generator will run the whole plant.
okay, but it's a good generator. So my thoughts is, let's take that generator that's at the sewer plant, let's get a cost of what it would cost for the town hall. Because we don't need to run the entire town hall, but if we could run certain receptacles, certain lights, maybe just so that if there's an emergency and we lose power in town,
Okay.
we have power at town hall.
Okay.
You know, the police department needs their radios, those aren't battery operated back there. So if there was an emergency, those radios will become important. Then this could become this could be the spot where
So on that note, originally in the grant, we were gonna take that generator and put it on a trailer and make it mobile, so we could use it anywhere. But because it's a grant, the EPA's got a bunch of red tape, the tank has to be pressure tested, there's all this crazy stuff. So what we decided to do, we had enough money set aside to put that on a trailer that we could put a brand new generator at the booster station. So we have a brand new generator going to the wastewater plant, a brand new generator going to the booster station, and then we can do whatever we want with that old one. Like you said, put it out here or wherever.
if you want to put it on a trailer, then what we would need to do, you could do it, then we could just do an adapter out
Yes,
here.
yes.
And when you plug it in, fire the generator up, you know, it's some working animals
Yeah,
can possibly do the same thing at the garage,
yeah.
at the barn, just in case.
It was just through the grant, there was too many hoops to jump through and too much
Okay.
red tape to do that. But once it's not included in the grant, we can do it or whatever.
Well, once they disconnect it, it's out.
We'll disconnect it and set it somewhere and we can do what we want.
Well, what I'm getting at then we're not taking up a parking space behind town
Gotcha.
hall.
Gotcha.
If it's mobile.
Yep, okay.
That way.
All we have to do is buy a trailer. Put it on. Yeah.
Well, we're not gonna spend much more on the small the trailer for it than we would
Setting it up.
set it up, putting ballot.
That's very less money. Yep, okay. Anything else for me?
Nope, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm still on old business now.
Yes.
Okay, so on old business, last year, council, I had been motioned to do a handicap accessible playground area at the main playground, and it went through. Justin Summers and when I talked to him about getting a grant for it, I asked if we could wait until new council took over so that the same council was on the project the whole time. And he agreed that was a good idea. He said in order to work on the grants, I need a couple things. I need to know if Camden is willing to put any amount of money towards the project. And I need to know if anybody would like to help me with the project, because it's a lot of work, and I don't have handicapped kids, but I would like to make it more accessible to them. So I need somebody that knows what they're doing.
I'll speak on that, sorry I didn't interrupt you. The school is currently working on that, trying to get that for the school. What they did is Nancy Clark was kind of heading up, and I don't want to say a whole bunch of names because I'm not sure who all is involved, but I know Nancy's involved in that. There is a program where they create a playground that's for kids with special needs, wheelchairs, accessible for everybody. We did a couple fundraisers from Cooks. I know she's raised a lot of money to try to get that going. What they'll do is they'll reach out to this program, and then they'll design the village will design that playground, or however you guys want to do it, or however you guys want it to look. And then they will send you a print of that playground, and then they'll give you the cost of what that would all entail to get that playground installed. But I'm kind of biased on that because I do have a daughter with special needs, but I think it's good for this town for the inclusiveness of everybody in this town. So it's something that means a lot to me.
So can you get me in contact with?
Yeah, I have the email. She sent me the emails of the playground, people that design those playgrounds, and then I can reach out to her. She's very willing to help. I know it's something that means a lot to her, so I can reach out to her, and my wife can reach out to her. And she's very knowledgeable in that, so I'm sure she would be willing to help out as well.
So with this equipment, would we keep the handicapped equipment we have, add to it, or would that have to come out?
So I would like somebody that knows more about the equipment. I know that our wheelchair swing doesn't get used much by people who it's there for. And I know it's newer, but it's not fun and fancy. And I think if we're gonna make a section of the playground that is more that direction, I think looking at going this avenue and having them look at it and see what is keepable and what isn't would probably be our best bet, is have somebody smarter than me make that decision.
Jeff, to answer your question, it's more, the playgrounds are essentially the same type of playgrounds. It's the accessibility to the playground, if that makes sense.
Yes, and we've got the small playground up there has got handicapped accessible equipment, because we went through and we added, if you were in a wheelchair, you couldn't have got to that equipment.
Right.
So we added, when we did the splash pad, we added concrete walkways so you could get to it. Then we got rid of the bark, and the guys put the rubber mulch down in that area. So that's why I was asking if, we had to remove what we had, or if we were just going to.
I'm just wanting to make addition to it, but I've looked at, being at the playground with my kids, I've looked at that swing specifically, about updating it to something newer. But I'm not taking any large things out. I'm just adding to that area.
So basically, we'll just pick on the swing right now. So we wouldn't really get rid of anything. We would just get the new swing section of it.
Yeah, and then.
Which would be probably a huge savings.
Yeah, and then, so whatever I can just replace small bits of, I'd like to make it as cost effective as possible. But I'd also like to put in some, we have some, but it's not, I talked to a few different people in the community last year when I brought this idea to you guys, and we're talking to them. They didn't feel like it was as accessible to their actual handicapped children as what is perceived. So that's when I started looking into it, and that's why I brought it up to you guys.
And that's fair, because when that was put in, it was just billed as handicapped equipment.
Yeah, but I think it'll help having an organization that specializes in it.
And that, yeah, and I think, did McCullough Hyde?
Yes.
Yes.
McCullough Hyde's the one that donated that equipment.
I'd like to look at how to reach out and get sponsors to help us with that.
I know Nancy reached out to, there's quite a few national and I guess organizations and stuff that will help out with with things like that. And I can send you the email that I have of like a print of what some of that stuff looks like. And then I don't want to speak on it too much because I'm new to, this, but I can send you the ideas of what they have passed on to the school, just to get an idea or get a start on some of those things.
And I know that Justin said the Department of Disability has offered, they would like to sponsor some of it, or at least discuss with us what they can do to help get this going.
Well, we might be able to reach out to McCall and say, hey, we want to upgrade. And they may get on board. I don't know. I know since then it's switched ownership.
Yeah, I just know that, like, I brought this up and it was like, I don't know, 4 to 6 months ago. I don't want it to just be another idea that dies. I really would like members of council to help back me and get this going and make it a success, like something that actually happens.
I say continue on with what you're doing, as long as we're not out any money until we get our finances straightened out.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Was the water sewer street project that covered what Rusty said, or is there something else?
There's a lot of what Rusty talked about, but one thing that I didn't catch in that conversation back and forth, one project, last year we went back and forth on well or new well, old well, fixed well nonsense. People, all they do is bitch and groan about our water and our wells. I think that we need to just make a decision today and move forward on what we're going to do. And my idea is, if we're going to go down the path of fighting the EPA and go into battle to open back up the closed well, then in the meantime, before well 2 craps out, I think we need to let Rusty get with choice 1 and start the project of building a new well in that well field before well 2. So by the time all that project and lawsuits and all whatever governmental stuff is done, we don't end up with one well trying to redo the old well or reopen the old well. We have to do something. So I would like to have him go and start working on putting well there.
I have spoke with Choice One, and they wanted a map of the well site, and anyhow, I have spoke with them recently, but that's going to be a lot of money. Probably the most economical place for now is the new well field we have now, because the electric's there, the raw line's there to the plant, all of that. But if that's the route you want to take, I can get with Choice One and see if there's any, grants out there to move it forward. That's up to you guys.
So what do we like to make a motion?
So the county is getting ready to have their CDBG hearing, which I gave Rusty a copy. I think I sent you or Dan a copy of it, and I know the mayor got a copy. There are there's infrastructure grants, there's water wastewater grants, $750,000, $250,000, $500,000. Someone from council or Rusty needs to go to the first preliminary hearing. If council decides to hire Choice One, then the second meeting, Choice One would represent the village, take the drawings, take the plans, whatever they've come up with, to the second. That's how you start the program with the county to continue your grants.
Well, and that's what I was saying earlier was, if we get Choice One on board,
We got several projects.
it's going to cost us money, have it engineered.
But we've not had anybody attend these meetings for the last 3 years, so we've lost out on a lot of money.
So, from what I was told, if we walk in with a shovel-ready project,
Correct.
we are more apt to get a grant. So that's why last year I wanted to, there was resistance about spending the money up front to have it designed. And that's what I was saying, is we need to go in, we need to spend the money up front for these projects. They're basically shovel-ready projects with the documentation.
So talking to Choice One, he told me that Because he asked me if we were just putting an additional well or we have a well that's, not any good. So he said your chances of getting funding are a lot better if you're replacing a well instead of putting on an additional well. So because we have one that's at the end,
Technically, we would be.
it's an additional, but we have one that's bad. Well,
Right,
too.
But if we punched a hole in the park, it's a new well.
It isn't, well,
But it's,
it would still be, it wouldn't be an additional well, it'd be replacing a well.
it would be replacing, but you said there was a problem with the exclusion zone with the old.
With the old wells, yeah, that's gonna be a legal battle, I think.
Well, they'd make you run a pipe.
I'd like to make a motion that as Lizzie is chairman of the water, that she and Rusty attend the first preliminary hearing for the CDBG grant funding at the county.
That would be fine.
That's fine.
I don't think it.
I'll second.
Liz, Laura second. Discussion?
Sure.
Roll call.
Chad,
Yes.
Lizzie,
Yeah.
Becky,
Yes.
Lauren,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Yes.
Dan.
Let's work together and fix this water situation.
You can do it.
Sorry, Ruby.
See what you've done to me.
Hey, can I, do the contract motion since it's new business?
Can you do what?
Yeah. Can I make my motion? The buyer contract,
The what contract?
IT contract?
I see.
You're old.
I can do it.
I would like to make a motion that we terminate our IT contract
IT.
with David Stemp, effective immediately.
I'll second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Chad,
Yes.
Lizzie,
Yes.
Becky,
Yes.
Lauren,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Dan.
Yes.
John. So, who's gonna check on finding the new IT?
There are several that we can look into.
We wanna go back with, these guys, Bubba?
When they do our website and they do, we need to find somebody that when she needs help with something, that they can show up.
Do they do that next door?
I don't know, we need to look into that.
I didn't.
Didn't they used to?
I never had a problem, that was when they first started, but
They got
I don't know if they do contracts now where they assign a specific person and when we call, that's who shows up. There's also Eaton Computer.
Have you done any work with Eaton Computer?
Personally, and Archives does use them.
I know a lot of people that use them.
Have you been here?
A lot of businesses use them.
We could look at a contract with Eaton Computer as well.
Okay. We'd have to
Give them a
another
job,
thing.
get with Eaton.
We want them to do.
Get with Tech Force and Eaton Computer and see what their contract proposals would be, and then we'll decide in another meeting.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Any more new business?
Yes. The Rumpke trash bill. That rate is based on per can.
I'd like to sit down and talk to Dustin at Rumpke about the contract. So the village bills each resident for the pickup service, not for the can, even though the bill has the different prices,
Yes.
okay? I'd like to get a total count.
That's what I had on my thing is account, because through construction in town, our count should be down.
Trina and I actually talked about that when I first saw the Rumpke bill. I can recall at a past meeting, the Rumpke bill was brought up, And a House council member said that it was not Trina's job to call Rumpke when properties went vacant. Trina knows it's her job. She said, yes, I know, I do that. So we need to there should be a quarterly report done with Rumpke.
And I agree with how, it comes down to a can count, so I wrote that.
You're exactly right.
How in the world, I mean, these guys are busy. Is that our responsibility or is it Rumpke's responsibility?
So Rumpke will have their manager actually come down, sit with Trina. Trina should know how many vacants there is. She should know how many residents actually have cans. There should be a count, and she should be able to go through. The report that they send has each resident in Camden. So if they're vacant, there should not be a can there. We should not be being billed for it.
Correct.
But it's Trina's job to call them and let them know that property's vacant, remove the can, and they stop billing. I think the issue is with the Rumpke bill, we are getting billed for so many vacant accounts because there's either cans there or those cans have not been removed or there's not been communication. So I think we're being overbilled and we need to get that back in order.
And then as far as, I wasn't at the meeting when this was discussed about the extra cans, but like, we have an extra can, we pay that directly to Rumpke.
Yeah.
Right. It's just like the dumpster we have. The village doesn't get charged for the dumpsters. We have a signed contract with Rumpke for that, so that's, yeah.
We also need to make sure that the businesses that are picked up twice a week, that the village is billing them twice for 2 pickups. So instead of the 2316, it should be doubled.
And how many, I don't even know how many businesses get it double.
Well, that would be Trina's job.
Okay.
The wood propane has 2 pickups. Other than that,
A lot of the businesses think that, well, we have a dumpster, so we shouldn't be billed. You're gonna get billed because you're still getting the service,
Right.
and the village is still getting billed for them to pick up the dumpster.
And I don't understand having multiple trash cans when it's actually cheaper to get a dumpster than it is for 8 trash cans. I don't, okay, whatever, you know.
I think probably because dumpsters, with the way the village contract is, like you just said, the household gets billed for the one that the village gets billed for. You get additional and it's only $4 for an extra can. So if you get 8 extra cans, you're only paying Rumpke $32. Where
I think we paid more than that.
it might have went up, it was $4 when I was there.
Yes.
I was saying, Rumpke charges me yearly for my extra dumpster.
yeah. We pay it.
Yes, you finish.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's,
trash can.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that works, but the ball field pays for their own, so if you're getting charged for that, then something's wrong too. Like, we have our own bill for Rumpke.
Your garbage cans,
We have our own contract with them, not through you guys. We pay Rumpke directly.
but they're probably still billing the village for the pickup service, not
Yeah,
the
I'm
cans.
just throwing that in there. I don't know how that.
Yeah, and that's something
Because
that,
we pay monthly, or I think it's quarterly.
yeah.
And the financial committee is definitely gonna have to sit down and go through that bill.
Yeah, we got to go through.
All right. Anything else? I'll do the resolution for the generator.
Yeah, I can read it. Resolution 2026-2085. This resolution is authorizing the Village of Camden to accept the proposal of Flusher Electric for the Camden wastewater treatment plant emergency backup generator project and to execute any contracts necessarily. Whereas bids for this project were opened at the advertised location, date, and time of the offices of Kramer & Associates LLC on Thursday, January 8th, 2026, and whereas 2 bids were received, and whereas the bid of the combined total of $195,200 received from Busher Electric was determined to be the lowest and best bid. Whereas the council of the village of Camden wishes to award a contract in the amount of $195,200 to Busher Electric. Now therefore be it resolved that the village of Camden authorizes the mayor to execute all documents necessary on behalf of the village to authorize Busher Electric to complete the work on the project known as Camden Wastewater Treatment Plant Emergency Backup Generator. Section 1. This resolution constitutes an emergency measure for the immediate preservation of public peace, property, health, or safety and must be filed immediately, and that to meet certain deadlines, this resolution is hereby declared to be an emergency measure and shall take effect and be enforced from and after this passage and approved by the council. And I make a motion to accept this resolution.
I'll second it.
Discussion? Roll call?
Chad?
Yes.
Lizzie?
Yes.
Becky?
Yes.
Laura? Yes. Jeff?
Yes.
Dan?
Yeah.
Pass.
Richie?
All right. Training for council, what's that you want?
Yeah, so council has the ability to attend trainings that go through the village. There is a couple of them that are coming up. One is the Local Government Officials Conference in Columbus in March 19th and 20th. I would like to attend that, and anybody else that would like to attend that to learn how to do a better job as an estimator. What do I have to do to be able to do that?
What's the cost on it?
So registration is not open yet, so the cost is not available yet.
So let's wait till the cost comes in.
I know a lot of those you could do online, which would help with some of the costs.
It's better to attend in person.
I'm just saying because.
I was advised by the commissioners to attend this meeting. I was advised to do it in person and because you learn a lot from the people just as much as you learn from the classes.
Okay, I'm just saying that's.
Some of these classes are not available on webinar. So depending
Yeah,
on.
there's a few, yeah, some are, some aren't.
Correct.
And that's with everything.
Yeah.
So, that's, get a cost, and then typically what we do is, it's on your dime, you bring the receipts, and then we reimburse you when it's done.
Actually, for these, the village would pay with credit card first.
I can't pay for these
Well,
classes.
then, okay, because I know with some of the things,
This is not a reimbursable because it's not like a travel expense or something. This is specifically classes for new mayors, new council members.
but there will be expenses because you will be entitled to mileage, so yes,
There will be,
So
yes.
it is,
Yes.
so it is reimbursable.
Okay, there's also a training for newly elected council members, seminars, coming up. It's this page. She gave everybody a copy. It is coming up, that I think that a lot of new council members should look into. And I wanted to remind all new council members and returning council members that you have to make sure all your sunshine law is done every new term. So if it's your second term, you have to do it again. And make sure that all new council members get their fraud and sunshine.
Very good, thank you.
I know the scheduled finance committee meeting is on here.
Yes.
I'll get with Laura and Jeff and we'll come up with a good date for us and then, they do have to be posted because they're open to the public.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody knows this, but committee meetings are public.
Any meeting of three, Council members.
They have to be posted so that the public can attend. There is no public participation, but they can come and sit and listen to what's being done. And so I will, as chairman,
I'm going to suggest, and this is going to be painful, is we probably need to do this on a Saturday or a Sunday. To allow the time.
I'm sorry, Laura, you're the chairman of finance. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
I mean, you guys get together and
We can have a kickoff.
Yeah.
We have scheduled a water, sewer, and streets meeting. It is Monday, the 19th. I know it's a holiday, but it was the best we could come up with, and it's at 6:30.
Okay, gotta get a motion for approval of the minutes of 12:18.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes for 12:18.
I give a second.
I'll second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Chad,
Yes.
Lizzie,
Yes.
Becky,
Abstain.
Laura,
Yes.
Jeff,
Yes.
Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I get approval for minutes of 12:29:25? I'm gonna straighten
I make a motion that we approve 12:29 minutes.
I'll second.
that. Discussion? Roll call?
Chad,
Yes.
Lizzie,
Yes.
Becky,
Abstain.
Laura,
Yes.
Jeff,
Abstain.
Dan.
Abstain.
Yes. Was that a tie? No, no, yeah.
Dan, Jeff, and Becky were abstaining.
Because we weren't here.
Yeah, we were.
There.
Yeah, so technically Chad would
Yeah,
need to
abstain,
abstain.
sorry.
It's all right.
That'll be for both of them then. One year.
We won one, so you have to tie it anyway.
I did. I do again. Okay.
Can I say something while we're on, where we're at? I talked to Trina, actually through text. The minutes and the agenda, and I also talked to Dan about this. We would like for you to go ahead and send all of the council members the business, anything that is on the agenda on Mondays of the meeting week by noon. That way we can review it and prepare what's coming to us for the meeting. And then if any changes need to be done, we can get those back to you. And then it can be posted by Tuesdays at noon. Is that doable? Great. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, can I get approval of payroll for 12:31?
I make a motion that we pay our people.
I'll second.
Discussion?
I have something, I'm sorry, on discussion. Trina, I've noticed on the employee payroll stubs, when they take leave of absence, when they take vacation time, when they take sick time, when they take comp time, those should be shown on their pay stub. They should be getting, their pay stub should reflect what they're actually being paid for. And their pay stubs are showing 80 hours for everything. So we need to go back to showing what they're actually taking when they take their vacation and their sick leave. And if you need my help, I'm more than happy to come in and show you how to do that.
Okay, so UAN
Correct.
helped with that change.
Yeah.
So you want to go back to the other way?
Their pay stub should show what they're getting actually paid for.
Okay.
So if they're taking 40 hours of vacation and only working 40 hours, then their pay stub should say that. It shouldn't say 80 regular hours. And we also want to make sure that when they are taking their leave, that their earnings and their leaves are being deducted on their check, not internally.
We can talk about that later.
I'll come in and we'll go over it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Roll call.
Chad,
Yes.
Lizzie,
Yes.
Becky,
Yes.
Laura, yes, Jeff,
Yes.
Dan.
Yes.
Okay, get a vote of payroll, approval payroll for 1/16/26.
I make another motion to pay our people.
And second it.
Discussion? Roll call?
Chad,
Yes.
Lizzie,
Yes.
Becky,
Yes.
Laura, yes, Jeff,
Yes.
Dan.
Yes.
Yeah, can I get a approval for purchase orders?
Make a motion we pay our purchase orders.
I'll second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Chad,
Yes.
Lizzie,
Yes.
Becky,
Abstain.
Laura, yes, Jeff,
Yes.
Dan.
Abstain.
Passed. get purchase or invoices.
Make a motion to pay our invoices.
I'll second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Chad?
Yes.
Lizzie?
Abstain.
Becky?
Abstain.
Laura?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes.
Dan?
Abstain.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I second that.
Discussion?
No.
Roll call?
Chad? Lizzie?
Yes.
Becky? Yes. Laura? Yes. Jeff?
Yes.
Dan?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.